All right. All right. We are live. Danny will be in here in a second. He's just making a coffee, I think, but we will get things going. I feel your pain. If you guys are starting Dalvin Cook, Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, this offense is irritating the hell out of me right now because they get a million drive opportunities and then they can't actually cash in. Also, don't have Alvin Kamara or Michael Thomas for this game, which I have on my home league team. So that's how my morning's going. But let me know what you guys are looking like right now. Morning, boys. LFG, third week in a row with y'all. All love Greg Dortch or London full PPR. That one's easily Drake London for me there, Michael. Yo, what up? What's going on, Jared? I have 43 prop bets today, starting off nice with a little DK square Vikings 7 Saints 0. Okay. I'm not sure. Did you just bet that they'd score the first touchdown? I'm not exactly sure what that bet means. LFG boys, start 2, half PPR. Javonte Williams, Jamal Williams, Marquise Brown. So I'm gonna roll with that's close, man. So Javante's probably in my lineup for sure out of those options. Oh, Jamal Williams. I mean, we expect him to get a pretty big workload in this game. The Lions are down some weapons, so he might get a lot of pass game usage as well. Marquise Brown's kind of dealing with an injury. So I think I'd go with the 2 running backs, but I do also still like Marquise Brown, even though he's, dealing with an injury coming into this game. Noah Monroe, we still taking Goff over. Oh, my camera just goes off for some reason. Danny's in here. I'll help him pick up some slack while my camera's trolling.
I was just about to say, I'm like, bro, what's going on with your camera?
I have no idea, dude.
Dude, my freaking mouse pad is actually broken right now. Dude, let me get the overlay set. All right, perfect. What comment are you left off on? Oh, I see it now. And you are back. Noah Monroe, are you still taking Goff over Mr. Unlimited, or would you rather pick up Rodgers Mariota for free agency? I would just go with Mr. Unlimited. I know he's been complete and utter dog crap to start the year, but I mean, he's got the weapons. He's got the potential scenario here to get back on track. It's just a matter of him actually playing well.
Yeah, for sure. RB1, Derrick Henry. RB2, Cordero Patterson. Wide receiver 1, Deontay Johnson. And my camera just went off again. So I'm going to switch to we're going to go impromptu webcam here for some reason. I don't know why my camera is. It literally says the battery's full. So I guess we're going back to the old reliable webcam here.
Lamb, who should my flex option be? Smith, Bateman, Metcalf, Jacobs, or David Harris with MT out? Devontae Smith and Bateman are close. I'd lean Bateman there slightly.
Yeah, give me access to the point total in that game. I like Devontae Smith, though, as well this week. Damian Pierce or Rashad Penny in half PPR. I'm probably going Rashad Penny over Pierce. We saw more, route participation and stuff out of Penny last week with Travis Homer on IR, and Damian Pierce is more of like a game script dependent type of high-end RB3 type. So I'd probably go Penny of those options.
Good now? What? Yeah, am I good now?
Yeah, you're good. Okay. We're just completely unorganized this morning. My camera's all fucked. Danny's lagging out the ass. Anyways, remember the trade for CMC for Cordero Patterson and DK Metcalf? I'm going to hold that trade to see if CMC doesn't get hurt in Arizona. Right now, I'm sticking with Patterson more than CMC. Yeah, I mean,
I'd get CMC.
I still like the CMC side Easily. Of that trade.
Like, without a question.
I mean, you're way more likely to forgive stuff with CMC than I am. I feel like you've kind of been way too high.
Well, I mean, what's there to forgive? He had a Nicky Knack quad injury.
He's dealing with injuries again, man. Like the workload.
And he hasn't missed a single game.
Right, but he could miss today. It's not a guarantee that he plays.
He's guaranteed to play. I thought the report came out yesterday.
No, he's not. He's going to test it pregame. Was the official report.
Okay, I'm not worried about him.
I'm more worried than you, but I'm not extremely worried about it. Start 1 at wide receiver: Devontae Smith, Marquise Brown, Isaiah McKenzie, Deontay Johnson. Okay, so I don't know how you have this many options to start at wide receiver, but Deontay Johnson's probably the one I go with there, just given that Marquise Brown's coming into this game dealing with some injury question marks. I'd probably go with Deontay Johnson, but that's pretty close between those guys. And then he says flex spot. I don't know if he said the same receivers: James Conner, Josh Jacobs. I think I throw Marquise Brown into the flex over James Conner or Josh Jacobs personally.
I would agree with that as well. I would go with Marquise Brown and with Deontay Johnson out of that room. Do have 2 super chats here. One from Edit, $1.99. I appreciate that. He says PPR, Brace versus Pittsburgh or Pierce versus the Chargers. Thanks. I would honestly go with Brees Hall against Pittsburgh. With the problem I have with Damian Pierce is, although he got all of the early down rushing work this past week, good breakout game against Chicago, he still hasn't tapped into that receiving work for the Texans. I expect the Chargers to be able to handle the Texans pretty easily, and if the Texans offenses and game scripts where they're going to be throwing the ball, they're going to be in third down situations, long down and distance situations. Rex Burkhead has actually gotten all those snaps for the Texans, so I'm really worried with Damian Pierce. You're getting maybe like a 14 carry, 2-target game with a low likelihood of actually scoring a touchdown, because I do expect the Chargers to take this pretty handily.
Yeah, I'm probably on board with that one. Pierce, I feel like everybody's just ready to throw Pierce into their lineup each and every week after what he did last week. I don't think that's the same type of game script we're going to be getting out of the Texans. They might keep
Agreed.
most teams, close games. The NFL, even though they're down talent perspective, it's still hard to blow teams out in the NFL. I just don't want to trust Pierce to the point that I'm going to start him over like better options.
Agreed. Do have another super chat here from Leroy. I appreciate that. He says CeeDee Lamb or Gabe Davis non-PPR. Give me CeeDee Lamb until – the targets won't go down, but I was going to say until the targets, quote unquote, go down. He's an every week top 15-ish level receiver, 10, 11, 12 targets. Like, did you really think going into the year that we'd be talking about CeeDee Lamb as such a safe volume projection on a week-to-week basis?
Yeah, because he was being drafted at the tail end of the first round, early second round.
No, but like he's right now, he's literally like a 10 plus every target every week type of receiver. Like I thought, okay, maybe he's going to be a highly efficient 8 target type of player, but he has taken that next step. Like I thought maybe he becomes a 25% target share player, but so far this year he's at like a 33% target share. Like he's been an alpha target leading type of player. We'll see how that dynamic occurs with Michael Gallup back, but even if he goes from 33% to like 28%, a lot of those targets are going to be way more efficient with having a threat like Michael Gallup on the outside there.
Yeah. Are you watching the game on your other monitor? Because that's probably why you're on 20p right now.
Oh, am I lagging?
Yeah. No, you're not lagging, but your video quality is terrible because you're probably running the game on your other monitor is what I'm guessing.
I was, but I didn't realize I was lagging. If I am, I'll turn it off.
Yeah, your voice isn't lagging, so you're good there. But
yeah.
And are there any other super chats, or can I go back up?
We got one more. Elijah Moore, Devontae Smith, half PPR, close week. I'll go with Elijah Moore there.
I have those guys really, really close. I have Devontae Smith a little bit higher. I
don't mind it.
I trust the Eagles' offense a little bit more. We don't exactly know what to expect out of Zach Wilson yet, so I think that's kind of just the tiebreaker for me there.
The only caveat I will say though is Jaguars versus the Eagles expected to be pissing rain down there. The over-under has dropped from 47 to 43.5 before kickoff. So 43.5 over-under, rainy game. I am a little bit worried about the air attacks on both teams.
Yeah, for sure. That's a fair take. I think you could use that as a tiebreaker to go in favor of Elijah Moore for sure.
Yep. Another super chat here from Aggie. Pick 2 running backs: Javonte, Hunt, Dillon, Pollard, Cordero. And would you flex any of the rest over Sutton/Hollywood? In terms of your running backs, Javonte is going to be in my lineup for sure. It's
probably Dillon and Cordero is the other decision that you're looking for. I'd kind of like to know scoring format here. If it was, full PPR, I might lean with CPAT. I think coming off of the injury, I think I go AJ Dillon slightly there, but it's pretty close. And I would leave the 2 receivers in your flexes.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Another super chat from Bryson. Appreciate that. He says full PPR start 3: CPAT, Gibson, Bateman, DK, ETN. So for me, Cordell Patterson would actually be the one that leads this group, given the workload we've seen from him thus far. I know he's coming off of injury, like Corey said, but he is active today. He should get some, proper work in this game. So in terms of these type of options, like ETN's not touching my lineup over him. DK again going up against the Lions, the way they've deployed Jeff Okudah, I think he's going to see a lot of attention over there. I'm a little bit worried about him in that game. So with that being said, I just answered my own question. CPAC, Gibson, and Bateman would be my answers if I'm worried about DK and ETN.
I think I go Metcalf over Gibson. The Cowboys' run defense is pretty strong, and Gibson's not getting a big enough workload to warrant an every week start. So I'd go probably get DK over Gibson, even though we expect what happened with Jefferson last week.
And that is fair. I will say that in terms of this game,
how are the Saints winning this game? By the way, right now, like the Vikings are throwing so hard.
Bro, I have Vikings -3, man.
I have Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, and Justin Jefferson. So that's how my day is going so far.
Jefferson's not been too bad, but yeah, like
he's not been bad in full PPR. He's been fine, but like he also had 2 touchdown opportunities. One went
Yeah.
through his hands, and the other one Kirk Cousins didn't see him.
Yeah, dude, fucking the Dalvin Cook's been pissed.
Yeah, he's been so bad.
Arnold's
Arnold's just bro, the Vikes are so ass.
Dude, I need Minnesota to figure it out, man. Like, by the way, I have Adam Thielen in one of my home leagues, so a nice Adam Thielen touchdown here would be splendid. Although you would hate that because you literally have the stack without Thielen.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have Cousins, so I'm fine with that.
Hey.
Yeah,
all right,
not bad. By the way, your camera has not gotten any better this entire time. Curtis Samuel or Deontay Johnson, full PPR. I like both of those guys this week, but I'll probably lean Deontay Johnson slightly. Although I think Curtis Samuel is probably in for a big day with McLaurin locked up by Trayvon. They're probably going to steer clear of him and go towards Samuel.
I'm gonna refresh my stream and then I will get back because we have a couple super chats I'll get to as well. So I'll refresh it quick.
Okay. So the Gringo 12 man PPR. Do I play Dubs or pick up Reynolds off the waivers? I'm probably gonna go with Romeo Dubs, whatever his name is. Reynolds is a fine option as well, but I don't want to necessarily burn a bench spot just for a comparable play. So I think I'd probably just roll with Romeo there.
I'm trying to switch us 1 sec there.
There you go. I was trying to do it too.
Oh, is my camera blessed?
No, yeah, you're good now.
Right.
Malachi says, "What's up, boys? Go ahead to
What's
the
up?
supers now."
Perfect. Yeah. Got a $5 super chat from Maurice. Appreciate that. He says Singletary, Travis Etienne. Now that Zay Jones is out, thanks. I didn't even notice the Zay Jones news, but I will still go with not Travis Etienne, Devin Singletary in this matchup. We saw some pretty elite utilization from Devin Singletary this past week in terms of snap share, in terms of overall row participation compared to past weeks. He was actually the Bills' leading receiver this past week. Like, if they're gonna throw him out there on passing downs now, which is basically a new reformed Devin Singletary, if you will, the fact that he's actually a contributor in terms of pass game situations. If we're getting that out of him, and we got obviously the strength of that Bills offense, like, he's right on that fringe of near top 24 status if he can keep that roll up.
Yeah, that's a fair take. I think Singletary, just any Bills, I'm gonna lean to start this week just because of the game total. Like, it's an enticing thing for sure.
Oh, yeah. We do have a couple more, I believe. One more here. Hector. Josh Palmer or Marquise Brown, Akers or Stevenson. So, first question, Palmer or Brown? I'm going with Marquise Brown. And in terms of this, yeah, I agree. In terms of the second question, I would go with Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson, another player who saw elite type of usage this past week. Saw his route participation jump up to 64% of the routes. And if he's going to continue to chip into that early down work that we expected Damien Harris to hold, he's got a top 20, top 15 level ceiling rest of the season if he can get into that role. I think he can be a high-end RB2 if he continues what we saw from last week from a usage standpoint.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely encouraging what we saw. I mean, Brian Hoyer is going to probably check down more than... I mean, like, they're both immobile quarterbacks, but I think Brian Hoyer is more of like a check down Charlie than Mac Jones is even, so...
Yep. So we are all caught up, brother.
Okay, sounds good. Good morning, guys. What's going on?
Morning,
Alex, he says, start Wentz versus Dallas, Lawrence versus Eagles, also full PPR flex, Dortch, Allen Robinson, or Garrett Wilson. So both of those quarterbacks have bad matchups. I'll probably just go with the offense and the guy that's playing better with Trevor Lawrence.
I actually, going into this game, I was the one, like, even this week, I wanted to stream Trevor Lawrence because it was a high implied over-under at the time, and Trevor Lawrence has just been playing well, but with the weather, the over-under has gone down dramatically to the point where it's actually one of the lower projected over-under point totals of the week. So I am a bit worried about the weather here. I would also want to know in this matchup, unless it's like a dynasty league and you don't really have a choice, I would want to know, like, if this is a redraft one quarterback PPR type of league, like, is a guy like Jared Goff available? Because I would rather pivot to a guy like that rather than start Wentz in a game that, to be honest, I think he's going to throw a couple turnovers.
Yeah, agreed. I'm kind of on board with that as well. It's not looking good for either of those two quarterbacks if you're trying to stream those guys. And then to answer your second question, I'd probably go Garrett Wilson as the other option there. I think Dortch sees an upgrade a little bit, but I'm not super excited about him with Marquise playing in this game.
Rondale's back too.
Yeah, Rondale's also back. So, we got to worry about
brutal.
Potential. I don't know if they're going to move one of those guys to the outside, whether it's Rondale or Dortch, but I think For sure, Garrett Wilson's the guy that I'm starting there. Hollywood Brown's listed with questionable. Do I leave him in, play it safe with Pierce? No, you just leave in Hollywood Brown personally. What I'd be
And
doing.
worst case scenario, you have to pivot. So be it. But I mean, I would trust Hollywood Brown. I think he is going to play.
Yep. Good morning to all my fellow Kamara owners. Yes, sir. We all hating our lives through 4 weeks. Yeah, dude, having Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook be my 1-2 turn in my home league is actually making me like dislike fantasy football this year.
But Bush, bro. So basically, I ended up going golfing after our stream yesterday, and then I went out because I was finally fucking feeling better after this hell of a week of being sick. I woke up this morning at 9:22. Keep this in mind, right? Mm-hmm. I had Alvin Kamara in my starting lineup in 2 leagues, including the FSC Patreon league. So I was able to fucking barely get him out of my lineup because I think game kicked off at 9:25. Barely got him out of my lineup. And I ended up getting, I think, Devin Singletary. And I'm starting Josh Reynolds this week because I had him on my bench just in case that happened.
Yeah. Kamara was, I hope you guys didn't wake up late because I'm sure plenty of people did, to be honest.
100% people did, which, by the way, if your league doesn't already enact a thing where, for example, a time like this and it's a 9:30 game and it's a Sunday, let's be honest, a lot of people fucking go out on Saturday night. There should be some type of clause in your league where maybe, going into the matchup, if you know that like an Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, or whatever is questionable for the game, your commissioner should have something set where if you're not up, just tell them the replacement player that you'll want. And worst case scenario, if something like this happens and say you have, I don't know, a fucking Mark Ingram on the bench and you have Alvin Kamara and you just say, hey, if Alvin Kamara's out, I want Mark Ingram. At least your commissioner can make amends like that, because obviously the counterpoint to that is you're left stuck holding the bag because Alvin Kamara's in your lineup and he's going to get a fat 0.
Yeah, exactly. Are you able to find where we were at? Because I just remembered my dog is outside and I have to let her in.
Yeah. Oh God, Josie.
Do you see where we're at right now? It's 11:47 a.m.
I have to find it. It does not even show up for me, brother.
Okay, so once we have some supers, I'm gonna go do that then.
So you got where we left off. The one that shows for me is Burner's Burner. How far down is that from you?
That's 11:48.
Yeah, so I see Elijah Moore Gage is my top one right now.
Okay, all right. So I'll rip through these real quick. I also have Swift. I'm officially never doing double anchor RB again. Yeah, I feel that. Njoku or Schultz half PPR. Schultz sounds like he's going to be a full go, so I think I would roll with Schultz, but I don't mind Njoku this week either. Praying for another Olave touchdown here. Godwin's expected to play, but it's a game time decision. We're going to get a lot of questions like this, I'd imagine. I would play it safe and flex Elijah Moore personally. If you have no other pivot options, if you don't have Darrell Henderson, Cam Akers, Brandon Ayuk, or anybody like that, I would just go with Elijah Moore personally. Okay, I'm going to let my dog in because Burner's questions next one.
Perfect. Burner's Burner says Elijah Moore, Russell Gage, half PPR. Give me Elijah Moore there, Burner's Burner. Damian Pierce or Elijah Moore rest of the season. I will go for Elijah Moore there, Pionio. CMC is out, Foreman or Chuba. If you have to pick one of the Panthers cuffs, I'll slightly lean Foreman because I don't think they trust Chuba in terms of pass down situations. Again, Chuba's been the primary backup, if you will, for CMC in the season, but I think it'd be a similar case to what we saw with the Cardinals, where they were holding Darrell Williams once James Conner got hurt, and then he got all the valuable work. I could see that being the case there in Carolina, but either way, I do think that CMC is going to play, so you should be fine there. Zaddy says, should I trade Singletary and Garrett Wilson for Najee full PPR? 1-0 RB, and I have Diggs, Adams as my wide receiver 1 and 2, Brown in my flex with MT and Godwin on my bench. Do y'all think this is a good trade? Singletary and Garrett Wilson for Najee. What are your thoughts on this? Relatively close.
I don't want to trade for Najee.
Is there another running back? Like, is there a different running back you can go after for that?
I don't mind this package at value, but if you can get a buy low on like Fournette, Eckler, maybe somebody even a little bit lower, like a Javonte or something like that, I would much rather trade with those guys than Najee. It's just Najee specifically.
Yo, can you hear me?
We are having so many technical difficulties today.
Am I cutting out too, or is it, or you as well? Or
I think I'm lagging also. It's brutal.
Oh, StreamYard. Yeah, no, I agree. Samuel or Davis PPR. Gabe Davis is like fully like ready to go in this game, Gabe or Bush. Holy crap. It's Wi-Fi. Yeah, can you hear me? Yo, Bush, you good? I can't tell if anybody hears me. Can you guys hear us in the chat? Let us know, because there's a lot of stuff going on here in terms of the connection. Let us know in the chat, because I have no clue if you hear me. Okay, perfect. I'll get to some of the questions then, Corey, but we should be good. Let me just make sure we don't have any supers here. Okay, perfect. Let me get back to where we left. Curtis Samuel, Gabe Davis. I'm going to go with Gabe Davis there, Scott. Start Russell Wilson or Jacoby Brissett or Geno Smith. Much love from Jersey to FSE. Appreciate that, Rocky. In terms of this question, I would go with Russell Wilson as your starting quarterback there. Apologize, by the way, to those listening for the connection issues. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard right now, but it's been pretty rough this morning. Hunter Penny, PPR. Give me Kareem Hunt there, Scott. Singletary versus Baltimore, Dubs versus Tampa Bay, half PPR. Well, Dubs doesn't actually go against Tampa Bay this week. That was last week's game, but either way, I'll go with Devin Singletary there, Brian. Trevor Brady, Julio, or Elijah Moore for flex. I would go with Brady over Trevor Lawrence, and then I would go with Elijah Moore over Julio Jones there. Oh no. Happy game day, boys. Thoughts on Russ versus LV? This has to be the bounce back game for Russell Wilson. If it's not, then I am panicking because he hasn't looked good. The Raiders haven't looked good from a defensive perspective, but if he's going to be able to get it right, it's going to be against this Raiders defense that has struggled to start the year. Half PPR start 5, Najee, Jeff Wilson, Jamal Williams, Gibson, Akers, Lamb, Lockett, Deontay, McLaurin. A big question here. I would go with Najee, Jeff Wilson, and Jamal Williams as your running backs. Lamb and Deontay as your receivers there, Amal. Robinson or Khalil Herbert. I would go with, I think they're back-to-back in my rankings. I'll slightly lean Khalil Herbert, but that's a relatively close one there, Brandon. We lost Bush. Yeah. Oh, so you didn't lose me as well. Okay, good. Perfect. Curtis London, Aaron Jones, Deontay, or Jeff Wilson. I'll go with London for sure. I'll go with London, Aaron Jones, and Deontay Johnson there, Atomic. Yep, Lawrence and Rain versus Wind or Mariota. I'll go with Mariota. High-scoring game expected there with the Browns and Falcons. Obviously, Mariota contributes a little bit with his legs as well, so I'll go with Marcus Mariota there, AX. Crazy question, but just J-Rob over CMC. I've got Herbert and Burke. Do not start James Robinson over CMC. Go with CMC. Risk it for the biscuit there. Jetta scored. I don't even know because the Wi-Fi is not good enough right now. But that's good for my bet at least. Half PPR start 3. J-Rob, Damian Pierce, Singletary, Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, and Bateman. I would go with. Let me just look at this question again. So J-Rob for sure. And then I would also go with Garrett Wilson and Rashad Bateman here. I'm all relatively close question, though. Bro went Miami. Oh, MIA like Keyshawn Boutte this season. Jeez.
Bro.
I'm
tilting so hard. They just gave Jefferson an end around. And I have Cousins and Dalvin Cook.
Oh, man.
Oh boy. My God, I'm tilting so hard.
On the bright side, Vikings -3 looks good. Also, I love how. Wait, did Thielen make that? No, okay. That was a PI. Okay. I love how he does all the dirty work, and I don't get any points for that. Big pain. All right, I'll go down looking at the super chats, and then you guys or you go.
My Arnold just texted me. I love you. I'm sorry, but I'm laughing my ass off.
Here
I can't go back all the way back up. The farthest I can get is 1156.
So you do the super chats and I'll do the main chat.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Which two should I flex? Dubs, Juju, Dylan, Hall, or Ayuk? I would go with. Oh, you could start two. I would go with Dylan for sure. So that would be my top option, and all these guys are relatively in the same range. Probably be Hall or Ayuk, but
I think I go Dylan and Ayuk here.
Yeah, I would go Dylan and Ayuk. Gabe Davis or Curtis Samuel? Go Gabe Davis there, Steven. Dynasty 12 team Superflex start 10. Just traded Mills, Dobbins, and Gallup and got Elijah Moore, Zach Wilson in an early fourth. Thoughts? Well, I mean, let's be honest. You got Zach Wilson, Elijah Moore, but yeah, this is a steal. You just rob this guy blind, Ian.
Yeah, we got a $2 super chat here. But
Sounds good. Click
give
that.
me Dalton Schultz there, Jaquan.
Yep, I agree with that.
He said Morning Danny got hoed by CBS saying Kamara was in. Yeah, I heard CBS did actually say that too.
Yeah, big pain.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, but which, by the way, thank God I was able to wake up and get him out of my lineup, because I would have been saltier than a saltine if I fucking had Alvin Kamara dropping a fat 0 in my lineup, especially in our patron league. Like, come on,
Dude,
I
feel like Dalvin Cook is dropping a fat 0. He's not, but it feels like it.
Bro literally looks like 2020 Zeke. It's like it's a channel could have predicted that. I'm just saying.
Dude, the aging running backs are looking like just all washed. Like, it's not even just him. Like, Kamara can't stay healthy. Like, Eckler is averaging like 1 yard a carry. It feels like it's pretty brutal right now.
Yeah,
but yeah, we're caught up down here.
All right, perfect. Where do we leave off here now? Oh my God. By the way, what a mess of a morning.
Right now.
Here, I got it. Okay. Jacobs or Keenan Allen, full PPR. Who wins this trade? Give me Keenan Allen pretty easily there, Finn.
Yeah, Keenan Allen for sure.
PPR, Zeke, Pollard, Jeff Wilson, Josh Palmer need 2. I would probably go, I mean, whichever Cowboys running back you prefer. I personally would go with Zeke because I think there's a really good chance he scores a touchdown in this game. So I would go with Zeke. And Jeff Wilson. It's tough because I like Palmer's role with Keenan Allen out, but I mean, Jeff Wilson's workload is way too much to ignore. So I would go with, indeed, Zeke and Jeff Wilson in this.
Yeah, I don't even think it's close. I'd go Zeke.
I agree. I do think there's a good chance that Palmer can have a good game going against the Texans this week, but I mean, Jeff Wilson's workload is way too much to ignore.
For sure.
Morning, lads. Happy trail. Amen. Hey, both of them. Perhaps I am starting Josh Reynolds in a league, so we'll see how he does. I mean, keep in mind that lineup also you can start like 6 flex-worthy players, so it was pretty dicey once Alvin Kamara was out, but hopefully he has a good week. I know, I'm praying.
Yeah, Bush Drama has LOL. Y'all should do more live games, man. I've actually thought about like us doing live like Monday night games or whatever, and just vibing with you guys during the game being on. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I feel like the reason this one's so like drama filled is because I was supposed to have like 5 players go, and Michael Thomas and Kamara both aren't playing, so I'm already tilting. Plus the 2 that I have playing, Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins, are getting fleeced by Alexander Madison and Justin Jefferson running freaking end arounds.
You want to hear something annoying, right? So in my one league, right? So Michael Thomas got ruled out Friday, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Got ruled out on Friday. I had so I was gonna put Raheem Mostert as like my next like starting caliber player in my lineup. And with Michael Thomas getting ruled out, and now that Christian McCaffrey's fucking questionable, I just had Raheem Mostert dropping like 11 points on my bench I could have used. Like, yeah. I mean, it's not like he had like 25 points, but it's still annoying.
Yeah. Got another one from Luis here. Standard, need to bench 1, Sutton, Connor, or Deontay Johnson.
Oh, that's a
I'm not, it's standard. So Deontay definitely has a lot less value than he would in any kind of PPR league. I think I
have to bench Deontay.
I think I benched Deontay too, but like I don't want to because I think the Jets are so exploitable through the air.
I agree.
Christian Kirk in bad weather or Gabe Davis in full PPR. I think I'd still take Christian Kirk even in the bad weather. He's not a high A-dot type of target, and he just has such a high volume role.
I was just gonna say the type of routes he runs makes it easy for him. Also, I am fucking.
You're not supposed to scroll. You're not supposed to move at all.
I'm just so used to what we usually do.
Just leave it. Hit the question. Don't move your cursor.
Okay, you knew exactly what I was about to say.
Don't look for chats or anything. That's my job right now.
3 questions. First, start Travis Etienne or Devin Singletary. Second, start 3 Kittle, Dalton, Schultz, and third Jerry Jeudy or Ayuk. Full PPR for all. Thanks. First question, I would go Singletary, as Corey was saying. Second question, start 3.
I think he just means tight end, but.
Oh, okay.
Kittle, if you're talking which tight end to start, just start Kittle.
Yeah, agreed. Third, Jerry Jeudy or Ayuk. I would go with Jerry Jeudy there. Malachi.
Yep.
Superflex, Matt Ryan or Zach Wilson for my second quarterback spot.
Give me Zach Wilson. I don't want Matt Ryan, anything to do with Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. It's just tough.
We've got another one from Nugs XS here. Pick one PPR, Ayuk, Dubs, Judy, Damian Harris. Give me Jerry Judy here. Not particularly close.
Yep. Appreciate the super chat there, Nugs.
Yeah.
Latavius Murray is indeed him, apparently.
Ew.
Dude, I think so he scored a touchdown, right? And or did he score a touchdown? Yeah, he did, right? Scored a touchdown in this game?
I think Taysom Hill scored it, didn't he?
Yeah, but they have 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Or 3. Yeah. The reason why I'm saying
Taysom Hill and maybe Latavius. I must have been
the reason why the reason why I'm saying that because I think I remember like him scoring a touchdown and they were like, that's Latavius Murray's 2nd touchdown since 2016. And it's like, Jesus Christ, old man. Like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Oh, Stevenson or Josh Reynolds, PPR. Give me Ramondre Stevenson there, Tim.
Yeah,
also,
same.
Chris Olave was almost him.
Yeah, I have one of my parlays, that you bet like the alt receiving lines. One of them is on Olave over 80+ receiving yards, and it's looking like it's going to torch right now.
Pain. Got rid of Kamara, Olave, and AJ Brown for Najee Sutton, Ayuk, and Hopkins. Okay, let me break this down. So
I think Najee versus Kamara is relatively a wash.
Olave
is probably a wash also.
I would say Olave and Ayuk.
I would rather have Olave than Ayuk.
But I would rather Sutton than Olave.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, okay, either way you break it down, like is Ayuk and Hopkins enough for AJ Brown to make up the difference between Olave and Sutton? Like, it's probably a relatively fair trade. It really all hinges on what Hopkins does once he comes back from injury. Because I think if he's Hopkins, then you're.
I think I want the top side. I don't know. Who do you want here? What side do you want?
Dude, I really needed that Olave play, man.
Do you want the top or the bottom here?
I think I'll take Najee's side slightly. Just bet on the Hopkins play there, but I think it's way riskier than the Kamara side.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you hear me? By the way, I'm like top or bottom pause.
Yeah, chill with that.
Javonte and Traylon Brooks versus Najee and A-Rod PPR redraft. I want Javonte and Brooks like easily here.
Yeah, same. Not even really close.
Agreed. Is it safe to start Hollywood? It depends on what your other options are, but he's like a top 24-ish level play.
Yeah.
Niner, you can't start Matt Ryan into the Colts. Hey, Brock's got it right. Which, by the way,
I don't think you could start Matt Ryan. Period. Personally,
yeah, he might just be dog water.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Pitts this week? Top 5 tight end for me.
Yeah, same.
Is it crazy to start Elijah Moore over Gabe Davis? Absolutely not. But I mean, I would go with Gabe Davis, but I don't think you're crazy at all if you wanted to do that.
Yeah. Got a super down here from Gustavo. Sup, guys? Start the Cowboys defense, Arizona defense, or Broncos defense. So we got Arizona versus the Panthers, Cowboys versus the Commanders.
Are the Broncos at home?
And the Broncos are they are on the road against Vegas.
Give me the Cowboys easily then. Home game.
I'll take the Cowboys there as well.
Yeah, home game favorite. I expect that pressure to get going. I mean, 13 sacks in the first 3 games is a recipe to get some fantasy points.
Yeah,
here, let me just get it. Bateman, Curtis Samuel, Juju, last flex spot. I would go with Bateman. All these guys are in that weird like wide receiver 3, like wide receiver 26 to 32 range.
Yeah, I actually have Curtis Samuel the highest of these guys.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that, especially if it's a PPR. Hope you're feeling better, Darren. Yeah, I appreciate that, Omar. I actually finally started feeling better yesterday. Actually went golfing and managed. Shout out the flu because it kicked my whole week into an absolute spiral from a schedule standpoint, but we are rolling now. We are cooking back.
Yeah. Crystal in here. Need a defense. Steelers, Colts, Lions, Giants. So Steelers versus the Jets, Colts versus the I don't remember who Indianapolis plays. They play Tennessee. Detroit versus Seattle. And the Giants versus the Bears.
I'd go with the Giants defense. Low implied over under, home team favored. I expect that Bears defense or Bears offense to be absolutely putrid once again. By the way, did you know that Justin Fields has a 9% interception rate this year? 9%.
I mean, he's thrown like 3 passes a game. That's probably why.
And he has 4 picks.
Yeah, wait.
Can we talk about? He has 4 picks in 3 games, and he's thrown like 45 passing attempts this year.
Has he actually only thrown 45 attempts?
45. Josh Allen completed 42 against fucking Miami. Like, that makes no sense.
Dude, I might take him out of my starting lineup after hearing that stat.
Don't put him in your lineup, bro.
In the listener
Oh.
Dynasty League, I have to start him because Jameis was out, so I got to go with him. It's either would you start Tannehill or him?
Tannehill.
Tannehill, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I should probably put Tannehill in.
Yo, sir, I won't be able to stay here. I have to go do some work thingy, but I want to drop by and say good luck to everyone. Appreciate that, Spicy. Big shout out to the Blue Wrench man himself.
Yep.
Flex, Judy, Penny, or Carter. Give me Jerry Judy there, Tommy.
Yeah.
Hold it. Yeah, Brock's got the chat. Let's go. Let's ride. Thoughts on Burks over A-Rob and Lazard?
I'm going Burks.
Yeah, I mean,
A-Rob's a bum, bro. He has less than 100 receiving yards on the season.
Yeah,
A-Rob's actually a bum. Like, if you guys can still trade A-Rob, do it.
Yeah. I still remember when I took James Conner over A-Rob in the listener league, and you're like, oh, you should take an A-Rob, you bastard.
Yeah, and then I fucking took A-Rob.
Got it, Spicy. Yes, sir. DJ Moore, Elijah Moore, PPR. I'm going with Elijah.
Yeah, same.
Got
two
hey guys.
Here.
Oh, here, yeah. I'll read this one first though. But hey guys, start one. Bateman, Dubs, Hollins, or Palmer. Give me Bateman there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dylan says PPR, Tony Pollard, Elijah Moore, or both Patriots running backs. I'm going to take Elijah Moore of those options in full PPR.
Ramondre's
pretty close though.
I would go with Elijah, but I mean, if we see another Ramondre week where he has the usage that he got last week, dude, I'm ranking him as a fringe top 15 running back every week.
Yeah, that's a fair take for sure. Tony Pollard or Miles Sanders? I'll take Miles Sanders.
Yeah, I have Sanders. I didn't realize it was Miles Sanders for a second. I have Miles Sanders, I think, at 26 and Pollard at 29. So they're pretty close, but I'll go with Sanders.
Oh, is Brock spoiling shit? 60 yarder? Oh, is that the field goal with 60 yards?
Oh, okay. Makes sense. So the Saints kicker. Let's see a Kirk Cousins London game 2-minute drive masterclass right here.
Prime time Kirk Cousins. This is not going to happen.
Dude, he's throwing a pick six. Let's be real.
Yeah.
No, they're running the ball to Dalvin, who's just getting like.
I love watching the Saints lose, though. So let's hope. Yeah.
Dalvin kind of did the McLordies on that one, eh?
Yeah, you're ahead of me, and I don't like it.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, he kind of
refresh my stream there.
Fair. Pierce. Oh yeah, we got through all the supers or no?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Pierce, Stevenson, Gallup, Zay Jones, Bateman, ETN. Pick a wide receiver in a flex. Full PPR. Ramondre Stevenson's going into my flex, and Bateman's going to be my wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. Gallup, for what it's worth, apparently I saw Underdog NFL tweet out that he's not going to have any limitations in this game. So if you guys,
I want to see it one week though.
About Gallup, I do think he's relatively a safe start. I don't think he's going to be totally out. He wasn't even like on the injury report. So, and apparently he just wanted to like play it safe, like we already talked about what happened.
You'll see.
Oh,
yeah. The reason
the Jefferson Cousins stack in the listener league. So even though the Jefferson's end around screwed me in my home league, I do have Jefferson in the listener league.
Oh, do you only have Kirk in the home league?
I have Kirk in both the home league and the listener league.
And you have Dalvin in the I
have Kirk Dalvin in my home league, and I have Kirk Jefferson in our listener league.
Pain. But yeah, no. Hopefully, we get a Thielen touchdown here. Everyone drop a like in the live stream for the boys. Appreciate that, Rocky.
Dude, you know what's so horrible about that play though? It was 39 yards.
Oh, it's 40 yard
big
bonus.
Play bonus because it was 39 yards.
Pain. But yeah, listen to Rocky. 75 concurrent viewers in the stream right now. I want to see at least 50 likes. You guys can get it to 50 likes.
I'm tilting over here. I need you guys to drop likes for it.
Amen. I think Elijah Moore and Devontae are both extremely talented. So I go for the guy in a better offense. Yeah, no, that's definitely fair there, Brock. Need to start 3 in a PPR. Sorry, I zoned out for a second. Devontae Smith, Dortch, Lazard, or Ayuk. Devontae Smith is for sure going in. Ayuk would probably be my second, and fucking Dortch or Lazard.
Dortch probably.
I guess I don't like that. Yeah, give me Dortch. He's actually looks like a decent player. Lazard's a fat bum.
Yeah.
Full PPR.
Arnold just texted me 39 yards. Are you kidding me?
What up, boys? Need a Burks game? That'll be a huge game for Traylon Burks this week. I need help start 2 Singletary, Breece Hall, or Jeff Wilson. I would for sure go with Jeff Wilson. Oh,
Singletary's probably my other one.
Yeah, I'd probably agree. That is fucking close though. Happy fuck the Titans week. Amen, bro. For you guys, especially here. I'll make you a deal, Brock. Okay, the Colts can win, but we do have Traylon Burks this week. That's fair, right?
Facts.
I just want to see Traylon Burks go absolutely mad, like AJ Brown style, fucking again. You remember when he took like an 80-yard slant to the house against the Saints in his rookie year?
I didn't it happen against the Falcons too?
Dude, he did it like every week in his rookie
He had a
year.
game against the Falcons where he played like 28% of the snaps and he took like an 80-yard touchdown to the house. I'm pretty sure.
He's a freak, bro. Who are you starting? J-Rob, J.
We got
Will,
a spoiler from SS Austin in the chat.
Oh no.
Don't scroll down. You're gonna lose
I'm
it.
not gonna. Who are you starting? J-Rob, J. Will, or Herbert? Then at wide receiver, Godwin, Devontae Smith, Curtis Samuel, or more. I would go with J-Rob, Herbert, J. Will. I would lean Herbert there in the first one. And then in the second one, I would go with.
Give me Curtis Samuel. I'm not going to risk it with Godwin in that mix there.
I'd agree there. Also, I'm about to see the 3rd and 9, so I'm a little bit nervous now because you said spoiler.
It was a spoiler, so I don't know.
I swear to God, if this guy throws a pick, I'm going to be losing it. Oh God, what the fuck is this? Okay, that was like dog piss by KJ Osborne. Najee Harris or Jamal Williams, standard scoring. I would still go with Najee Harris here.
Is SS Austin fake spoilering me?
What do you say?
He said Jefferson is like that. Is that like from the previous play?
Yeah,
maybe we're spoiling him.
Yeah, no, it was 100% the previous play, bro.
We spoiled him, I guess. I thought when I saw that, I was like, oh man, Jefferson is like that. He caught a touchdown or some shit.
Yeah. Dude, we are so ass bush. Pick 2 flex, Bateman, J-Rob, Jeff Wilson. I would go with I'd probably go with the 2 running backs here, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd probably go with the 2 running backs as well.
Division is cakewalk for you guys. Yeah, I mean, your division. By the way, for the 2 years we've been doing this, it's just been making fun of the NFC East. Now I can make fun of the NFC South because your division.
Dude, the Falcons might be the second best team in our division,
bro. Yeah, it is. Meanwhile, we've seen the whole like.
They're not actually punting right now, are they?
No, they're kicking the field goal.
I thought they were punting for a second.
No.
The kicker was lining up like a punter.
Dude, yeah, like when we started doing this thing a couple years ago, the NFC East was looking pissed. Now the NFC East actually like assembles a decent division for the most part.
Yeah.
Fucking let's go. Is weather a factor for Kirk today? All Jag players.
Yeah, it's a factor for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought you meant Kirk Cousins. I was so confused.
Yeah, no. Christian Kirk's definitely a factor in the weather, but like he's still a top 24 receiver for me. Like I'll move a couple guys ahead of him here and there, but I'm not going to really ding him too much.
At first I was like, well, is it chilly in London?
Yeah, no kidding.
Josh Reynolds or Terry. Give me Terry McLaurin there, Javi.
Yep.
Pick 1 in the flex, full point PPR. Stevenson, Hall, Palmer. Thanks. Give me Ramondre. The Ramondre train, baby. Choo-choo. It's coming out of the station today, baby.
Yeah.
I
like I want to see how I'm really interested to see how the Jets running backs are used with Zach Wilson at quarterback. I'm probably going to just watch that game straight up because I have Elijah Moore and Deontay Johnson in my home league. Plus, I just want to watch the full game and see how Zach Wilson looks.
I always put Red Zone on my laptop in front of me, and then I have like whatever my favorite game is that or at that slate on my TV. So I have both on.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that's usually for me. It's usually the Bucks when they play, but we play Sunday night.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have probably Jets Steelers on, and then I don't really care. But the 4 o'clock slate is so bad this week. It's so bad.
I'll definitely have the Cowboys game going on at the 1 p.m. the main slate. I'll have that on my TV. But I mean, like for the 4 p.m.s. Let's be honest. I don't think any game is worth putting on the TV.
No, they're like maybe Raiders and Broncos, but like that's fair. That's pretty.
Dude, that would definitely be mine because I have Javonte and Jerry Jeudy in my home league.
It's still a mid-ass game though.
Oh, it's horrible. By the way, I need to win in that league. Bateman or Pollard half PPR, and which defense should I start? Colts or Broncos? So I would go with Bateman over Pollard. And then Colts versus Broncos. Give me the Broncos. That's gross, though. Oh, that's close. You know what? Fuck it. Give me the Colts defense, YOLO. Tennessee is looked pissed. That's close.
That's fair.
Also, Chris Olave's him.
Yeah, somebody just said Olave.
Yep. Oh, have you not seen it?
I need some. How many yards was that? Does anybody know?
He just got hurt. Olave's hurt, bro.
Shit.
Olave's hurt. He fell to the ground, and as he got up, he was jumping on one leg.
Looks like Harrison
and
Smith is hurt also.
yeah. What happened here? Like when he
Hit in the
landed,
nuts?
did he get
Oh,
his
no, it's a
leg
hand
caught?
that's holding. I thought he got hit in the nuts for a second.
No, I think he landed on his knee when he went down.
Oh no, he got kicked in the shin.
Oh, ouch. Need to start 2 full PPR, Singletary, Brees, or Jeff Wilson. I think we already answered this in the super chat. No.
I think we did, but give me Singletary and Jeff Wilson regardless.
Agreed.
Also, I see a lot of questions regarding Chris Godwin. I would say if you guys don't have pivot options, go with similarly ranked players. Like somebody says Deontay or Chris Godwin, got Elijah Moore, Chris Godwin, Curtis Samuel, Chris Godwin. Play all of those guys over Godwin because he is going to test it pregame. And if you have no pivot options and no Darrell Henderson, no Brandon Ayuk, no Juju, nobody like that, I probably would just go with the safer option.
Yep.
We also have a super from our gravy here. Damian Harris, Akers, or Carter, half PPR, lost AK-41. I'm going to go Cam Akers out of those options.
Yeah, I would as well. Alexander says pick 1 full point PPR, Everett, Freiermuth, or Njoku. I would go with Gerald Everett here.
Yeah, I'd go Freiermuth. I think in full point PPR, he's a big like target hog type of dude, whereas Everett kind of is more of a big play guy.
I mean, Everett's been a target hog this year.
He has, but Freiermuth has been more of a target. Like he's got a 20% target share this year.
Well, let me see. Oh, here, get to the next question. I actually want to see what Everett's target share is.
I'm not up where you are, so you gotta.
Doink. I'm dumb. I would go with Gerald Everett there. You read this, and I'll look at his target share quick.
1 wide receiver, 1 flex, full point PPR. We got Jerry Jeudy, Chris Godwin, Jeff Wilson, Tony Pollard, or Josh Reynolds. Just waiting to see this play. Oh my God, was that Olave again? Get his feet in bounds. Oh, they're calling that out of bounds. Are you kidding me? Brutal. Anyways, this is why you don't want us to live stream games, by the way, because I think I have ADHD. Give me Jerry Jeudy. Okay, so you have a pivot option of Jeff Wilson. So I'd be fine starting Godwin and going to pivot to Wilson if Godwin is going to be limited or out.
Agreed. By the way, Gerald Everett has a 16% target share this year, so that's not even that bad.
Solid. I think Olave got his feet in there. Was he not dragging the toe?
Oh, they just called timeout. I don't think so. I don't know.
61-yard attempt. Jeez.
Dude.
We got a super chat here. Patterson, Akers, Pollard, Brees Hall. Need one. I'm probably still going to go Cordero Patterson there, even despite the injury.
Pretty easy for me. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. Was it this one? No, it was this one, I believe.
Yeah, that's Donald Brown there. Yeah.
Pick 2: Garrett Wilson, Samuel, and Brees Hall. I'm going to go with Wilson and Samuel. Yep. Which running back should I start? Zeke, Herbert, or Aaron Jones? How would you rank these guys? I think Aaron Jones is probably your 1 here.
Aaron Jones, Herbert, Zeke, probably.
Zeke versus Herbert's so close.
I don't think it is. I like Herbert this week. I have him in my top 15.
Really? Okay, yeah, I have him at 18, so I don't think I'm far off. But...
Well, of the handcuffs, who do you have higher? Do you have Jamal Williams higher? Or do you have Khalil Herbert higher?
Jamal.
I have Herbert higher.
I'll make that bet.
No.
Well, you missed?
Yeah.
That's good for me. I had Vikings -3, bro.
That's a push.
Yeah, but they covered.
Yeah, but did you have it in a parlay?
Yeah.
So your parlay becomes a 3-leg or whatever. It loses
really?
a leg. That's how push works. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they just had to cover.
No, they would if the line was 2.5. They would have covered.
Oh, okay. So then I was cheering for overtime too. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings, you guys fucking suck piss.
Yeah, dude, they had so many opportunities to put this game away like early on. I'm trying to see how many yards Olave had here.
Oh man, I am
67, dude. I swear to God, I think the alternate line was 70 that I took. Pain. I made a couple of those bets though, so that one was only a 3-legger.
Dude, I got a same game parlay for the Cowboys game. I told you about it, right?
Yeah, you told me it was like a Zeke touchdown.
Zeke first touchdown. CeeDee Lamb over 62.5 receiving yards.
Rush, under pass attempts or something.
Yeah, too. And then Parsons to get a sack.
Yeah.
So my parlay, instead of paying $820 now, pays $405. Thanks, Vikings.
Yeah, that's cheeks. Tristan Ebner or Sony Michel, dude, you are down tremendously.
Sony
though.
Michel
is where I'm going though.
Dude, why do I actually feel like Sony's gonna have like fucking like 60 yards and a touchdown in this game?
Yeah, he could definitely. So By the way, my 4-leg parlays that I got going, I have a 10, like they're both just $10 bets, and I took alt receiving lines on a bunch of players that I think are going to have big games. So I need Lockett to go over 80 receiving yards, Curtis Samuel to go over 70 yards, Garrett Wilson to go over 90 yards, and Pat Fryermuth to go over 60 yards. That's a $10 bet, pays out 2,600.
Jesus.
And then this one is Stephon Diggs to go over 110 yards, Mark Andrews to go over 80 yards, Elijah Moore to go over 70 yards, and Deontay Johnson to go over 90 yards. That's a $10 bet, pays out 1,059.
Bro,
So
oh my God, he hit the fucking. Oh my God, did you see how he missed that?
yeah,
Hit
brutal.
the post and hit the fucking crossbar. That's crazy.
Yikes.
Deontay or Curtis Samuel? Give me Deontay there, Brecken.
Yeah, those guys are pretty close though for me.
Pollard or Jeff Wilson? Give me Jeff Wilson there, Jan.
Yep.
You already asked that. Make sure you only ask it once, please. Never starting Wentz in a game where yeah, literally.
Dude, I'm never starting Carson Wentz against a good pass rush, period.
Yeah, literally. Samuel or Bateman? Slightly Samuel. Hollywood Brown or Christian Kirk? I'd go with Christian Kirk.
Yeah, I would as well.
Both have concerns, except Christian Kirk's just been way more consistent on a week-to-week basis. Good morning, PPR, Akers or CEH? I would go with CEH.
I never thought I would answer this question CEH, but I think it's CEH.
Come on, you love CEH. No, I'm kidding.
I hate CEH.
Dude, 34% snap share, so this could go downhill on him real quick. Pierce or Penny as RB2 this week? I would actually go with Rashad Penny.
Yeah.
They're both early down grinders, except one plays the Lions and one plays the Chargers.
Yeah, agreed.
PPR, Josh Jacobs or Breece Hall? Give me Breece Hall there. Oh,
I'll take Jacobs there.
Dude, why did I read that as a different running back than Josh Jacobs? It's Josh Jacobs. My bad there, J Money.
Yeah. By the way, Olave plus 70+ yards was the line that I took. So if that catch that he was incomplete on is a catch, he hits the line.
Bush, why did I read Josh Jacobs' name as Kenyon Drake in my brain? I don't know, but give me Josh Jacobs there, J Money. Let's pretend like I didn't just zone out. Start James Robinson or Aaron Jones. Give me Aaron Jones there, Cap.
Yep.
Nope, it's fantasy football. Check your team at night. Yeah, but I mean, like the news came out at 7 a.m. this morning.
It did. It did come out at 7 a.m.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it doesn't matter if you check the lineup at night. You wouldn't know. Zach Ertz or David read. What?
Enjoy reading info. Thanks. I don't know. Give me Zach Ertz though, regardless.
Yeah.
Over David Njoku is what I'm assuming you were asking about.
Yeah. DeAndre Carter. Yeah, I agree there, Nick. Everett or Schultz? I would go with Dalton Schultz slightly there, Donald.
Same.
Who should I start for DFS quarterback? I'm kind of scared of Allen Hurts and Jackson because of the weather. I mean,
is the weather supposed to be bad in Buffalo too?
Let me see here.
Or Baltimore, sorry, not Buffalo.
I think so,
those guys, if the weather's going to be bad in those games, those are the three best quarterbacks in fantasy. So I would say this is a week that you want to pay down, most likely.
You definitely want to.
But like the other thing is, too, people might be thinking the same thing as you, and you can squeeze in an elite quarterback at low ownership. So I would probably, if you're going to go with one of them, go with the guys that have been running more, because Allen hasn't been running quite as much. So I would probably go Lamar or Hurts if you're going to squeeze an elite quarterback. But I think there's a lot of good, cheap quarterback options this week. Like
Mariota,
Smith, I think is a good option. Zach Wilson is a decent option. Marcus Mariota, also a good option. And I think there's one more that I kind of liked as well. I think Tannehill's not a terrible option either.
Why do I low key like a Brissett Cooper stack this week too? Why is that? That sounds so gross, but I mean, it's got a fucking 48.5 over under.
Oh and the Sharps are taking the over on that game too.
Yeah. Amari Cooper's low-key been a target hog this year, which I never thought I'd say in my life.
I think that's going to disappear at some point.
I think so, but yeah. Dude, imagine if you did a Browns-Falcons game stack. You stack Brissett, Cooper, and Njoku with a run back or Cordero Patterson.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, again, anybody who has Godwin questions, go with the safer options.
That's
I see
Cordero Patterson, not
Godwin or Garrett Wilson. You know, guys like that. Just start the safer option. Go with Garrett Wilson, and also please only ask your question one time.
That was Chris. That wasn't Chris Godwin. That was Cordero Patterson.
He said Godwin or Garrett Wilson is what he said. He asked the question like 7 times. I remember what it was.
This is the one that was.
I'm talking about the later in the chat. Anyways, Javonte Williams or Cordero Patterson. Give me Javonte Williams. Yeah. Super chat from Stinky Dipey. Half PPR pick 2. Dobbins, Lockett, Elijah Moore, Josh Palmer. I'm probably gonna go Lockett and Elijah Moore there.
Yeah,
Stinky.
Agree. Stinky. Hopefully they don't stinky the diaper for you.
Yeah.
That was a cringiest joke I've ever make.
You
Make
make
sure you only
cringe
ask.
jokes on a daily basis, so probably not.
Make sure you only ask this once. But I think we said Terry McLaurin for you, Javi. Power Center Connor. Give me James Conner there. Grinzer.
Mm-hmm.
I like that name. Grinzer. That's a tough name. Start 2 full PPR. Devontae Smith, Gabe Davis, or Damian Pierce. Damian Pierce is not making my lineup, unfortunately.
Yeah, same.
What is? Oh, okay. Chris was wondering what happened when you lagged out. Everybody could hear me. Perfect. Where's the next?
Damn,
Connor.
bro,
Yep. We can hear you perfect. Yeah. I mean, this was 35 minutes. Yeah, Jesus. Let's fucking get her going. DK or Curtis Samuel, full point PPR. Give me Curtis Samuel there, Cheddarhead. Also, fuck the Packers.
Yeah, true.
Just you, Danny. Bush gone. Hi guys. I need a running back and a flex between Wilson, Stevenson, Dortch, Lazard, or Gage. What do you think? I would go with the first 2 options there, Thibaut.
Agreed.
Gino or Goff. Give me Goff there, Chris.
Even without a Monra and DJ Chark, you're going Goff over Gino?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think that's a terrible take.
Dylan or Greg Dortch in the flex. Dylan very easily. They're screwed.
Agreed.
Let's make a Zoom call. Yeah, I mean, StreamYard finally fixed itself. Thank goodness. I appreciate that.
No, I think it was I left my PC on all weekend and I was at my cottage, so I think it was just needed to be restarted.
That's probably why I lag sometimes, because I swear to God, I was in my one Discord chat for like a 3-day stretch. Like I was in a Discord call, so we were in a voice chat, right? And I was in that Discord call for like 3 days in a row because I didn't turn my PC off and I left the tab open.
Yeah.
So like apparently when people would come in and out of the Discord call thinking like, oh yeah, Danny's down to play, and I just was MIA. Like I didn't show up at all. I think we said Elijah Moore for Dylan here. He super chatted that. Okay. Parker or Gallup. Give me Michael Gallup there, Keith.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, listen to Brock, by the way. Do not repeat questions.
Also, quick detour before you get into the next question. Sean Tucker has a 20% target share, and it's like nobody fucking cares.
I know. But he's clear.
Well, the reason I say that is because Ray GQ tweeted Bijan and Gibbs are the top 2 running backs. Let's just move on and talk about RBs 3 to 5. And I'm like, dude, no, they are not. Like, Gibbs might be a great college running back, and he's great in the passing game, and he looks good. Also, his film is very good. He's still 195 pounds, and that's going to matter once we get to the NFL combine and stuff. And Tucker has equally as good of a receiving workload, except at 215.
Yep.
Anyways,
this is where we left off, right? Yeah, pick a wide receiver and flex. Ramon, I think we already answered this, but Ramondre and Bateman.
Yep.
Hit the gritty on him, user. I mean, Bryson, I would say you would love that because you tank, but unfortunately, the fucking Eagles have your first round pick. So Bush is even
like their 1 for again,
dude. They traded their
Olave trade up
for an extra 1 in 2022, and then they traded up for Olave because they got Olave and who was their second first this past year? Lineman, asshole guy, fucking Trevor Penning.
Yeah, facts.
That guy's a
that was
dickhead.
The quietest 31-point game I've ever seen out of Justin Jefferson.
Get 31
in PPR.
He didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Right, he had the rushing touchdown.
He had the end round.
I'm dumb.
Yeah, also, 31 points. I'll take that in the listener league.
Also,
and my opponent had Dalvin Cook in that league, so you love to see it.
My shit is glitching. What the heck? All right, this is what shows up. If I missed any other questions, sure, let us know. Jersey London alone has propelled the Falcons from 4th to 2nd in that division.
Literally.
Yeah, and also the other teams being pissed, but I mean, we won't.
The other teams are Carolina is just an absolute dumpster fire, and New Orleans honestly looks pretty bad right now too.
Dynasty Superflex full PPR, Russ and Sutton for Dak and Godwin. Which side do you like? I feel like I can contend. I want Dak and Godwin.
Yeah, I'm on board with that as well.
We actually got a $5 super chat you can get to.
Yeah, I see it.
Deontay Johnson or Chris Godwin full PPR. Deontay there, my Mac.
Obsessed with Success goes drop Ingram for Rondale Moore, Robbie Anderson, or Evan Ingram. I have Njoku.
Rondale.
Yeah, give me Rondale. If he's on the waiver wire, I'd much rather have him than Ingram. We got another one from King Marcel. Flex
Appreciate
PPR, that. Josh Reynolds, Josh Palmer, Rashad Penny, Chris Godwin.
Penny.
Okay, so you don't have any pivot options if you wait for Godwin, so I'd probably just go with Penny.
Yep, I think Penny's gonna have a monster game this week.
Yeah, Tariq, just ask the question again. Sorry, sometimes when we're really behind, it'll skip it. If I see your question again, and if anybody else got their question skipped that was in previously, just re-ask the question and I'll get to it.
So you memorize that?
Huh? No,
Like, you
no,
remember that?
it skipped over. So if anybody had their question skipped, just say it skipped my question and then ask your question.
Okay. And be fair with that if you guys are just
Yeah. We
full
got some more time to rip through some of these. Keep going.
full PPR need one Lazard, Melvin Gordon, Woods, and Richie James. I'm gonna go with Melgo.
Ew.
I know.
Give me Woods. I'll take Woods in PPR.
Sure. By the way, Chris, make sure you only ask your question once there. You've asked Golf or Gino about 6 billion times. And we already answered it, by the way. We go in order. Deontay or London also have Elijah Moore, Kareem Hunt, ETN. So I would go with I would go with London over Deontay. I mean, I was going to say Deontay's ability to command targets, but Drake London's just been on par with that. I'll go with Drake London there.
But I do actually have Deontay slightly higher, so I would go with
I'll make a bet on you with that.
Yeah, let's do it. Are we doing full PPR or are we going half PPR on that?
We'll go full PPR.
Okay.
The reason why is because they both are going to command targets. Only one game's got fucking one of the highest over-unders of the entire slate. One of them is not. So,
yeah. Okay, so a couple guys got their questions skipped. We got one. London, Curtis Samuel, or Jeff Wilson in the flex. Give me Drake London there. One. And then Tariq says full PPR for wide receiver 2.
First 2.
And flex. So, yeah, give me Bateman and, Jerry Jeudy. Those are the guys that I'm going with as well.
Yep. Olave, Marquise Brown, Bateman, or Gabe Davis. I've already got Diggs and Knox going. I would go with Marquise Brown here.
Yeah, agreed. I'm on the same page there.
T-Law, Goff, or Danny Dimes. T-Law, obviously, with the weather concerns. Danny Dimes with the actual player concerns. I'll go Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Also, AJ Dillon or Pollard this week. Half PPR. Give me Dillon. Fellas, Brees or Hunt and Njoku or Higbee. Give me Hunt over Brees Hall. Give me Higbee versus Njoku, guys. Let me see what I have it in my rankings.
I think I have Njoku slightly higher.
They may be back to back. I
have Higbee at 10 and Njoku at 11. Yeah, I think. I mean, it depends. If this is full PPR, for sure, I'm going Higbee. I think the targets have definitely been there.
Money.
Mass Bandit. Yeah, feel free to ask your question again if it got skipped. Corey super chats us here.
Appreciate
that.
Brissett
or Wilson. I mean, I'm assuming this is Zach. If this is Russ, I'm going Russ for sure. But
Jacoby. If it's Zach Wilson, give me Jacoby. That over under is way too much.
Yeah, I'm agreed. I'm on the same page there.
God, that feels gross to say, but
I know. Yeah. Why is Jacoby Brissett? I feel like though, now that we're like starting to believe in Jacoby Brissett, he's going to show us what Jacoby Brissett actually looks like.
Bro, Bush, think when we did the when DFS was legal in Canada and they had the Superflex contest on Superflex Big Board on Underdog, and that was when Deshaun Watson's suspension wasn't announced, so he was a top 20 pick. Jacoby Brissett, I remember being like a 16th round pick.
I got him on a couple teams as well.
I got him on fucking like almost all of my teams. Like whenever I skipped
the unfortunate thing is that the few drafts that I did, I had Antonio Gibson in like 3 of them, and he was like a second round pick because McKissick had just signed to the Bills when that happened, which was brutal. But so Mass Bandit had a question skipped. Full PPR: James Robinson, Mike Williams, or Curtis Samuel. Give me Mike Williams there pretty easily there.
Yep.
Mass Bandit, and then we got a super chat here from J86TN. Kareem Hunt, Damian Pierce, AJ Dillon, full PPR. Give me AJ Dillon out of those options, probably.
Question from Lance. He says Mike Evans or Sutton. I would go with Mike Evans here.
Yeah. And then Jay Heebs had a question skipped as well. Noah Brown, Robert Woods, or Dotson. I'll take
Dotson.
Yeah, I'll take Dotson there, but I actually don't mind Noah Brown this week either.
Yep. I agree with that.
Sorry, I got another super chat. Bateman or Metcalf or Garrett Wilson.
Wilson.
That's close, man. I got to look where I have the highest out of those guys.
I think I have Garrett the highest.
I also have Garrett the highest. Yeah, Garrett Wilson's the one I'm going with there.
Yep. Do you have where we left off? Or?
Yeah, sorry, one more. Huncho's cards. I think I missed my question. Bateman or Duvernay. Yeah, go Bateman there for sure. Thoughts on Dontrell Hilliard? I think you can just drop him, to be honest.
Yep. In terms of this question, one of my DFS lineups are Mariota, Herbert, Jamal Williams, Drake London, Pittman, Coop, Tanya, Marcus Brown, the flex with SC. What do you think? Sounds like a good lineup to me, Jordan.
Yeah, for sure. Another question got skipped. Sorry, there's a bunch of shit down here that I got to get to.
For it.
Brees or Dillon? Give me AJ Dillon there. Jay Heebs.
Yeah, Bears are.
I got more. Pollard or Reynolds, half PPR flex. Give me Tony Pollard, and then this is, I believe. Oh no, we got one more super
Singletary.
I'm taking Devin Singletary there. I think.
Yeah, I am too. That's fucking close. Yeah, I would. I'll go Singletary. Fuck it.
Brees or CPAT PPR. I'll take CPAT there. Mr. C
Agreed
also
there.
said or Dubs, but I'll take CPAT still. Mr. Smith said it skipped. By all means, ask the question
Yeah,
again.
by all
and we
means,
will
ask that
get
again.
to it. Okay.
Bears or Cardinals defense this week? Fuck.
Bears.
Yeah, I have the same question, my man. Hopefully that answered both of your questions then. Yeah, Olave is very damn good at football.
He's
That's the
quite
one
good,
thing,
yep.
bro. But like, he can't succeed in the NFL because he didn't early declare, man. Like, come on,
dude. I'm so sick of like dynasty. Like, I remember because like we remember the Fusu thing. If you guys follow me on Twitter, like Fusu told me I was an idiot because I said, "Why do you have?" He literally had like a tweet saying what his rankings were, and somebody asked him, "Why do you have Justin Ross so high? He went undrafted." And then he was like, he's a great player or whatever. He said his prospect profile was great. And then the next question he got was, why is Isaiah Spiller lower than Brian Robinson? And he said, draft capital matters. And I'm not even kidding you. That was his response. So I'm like, okay, can you explain why the 16th overall pick, Jahan Dotson, and the 11th overall pick, Chris Olave, are outside your top 24?
Didn't he have Tyquan Thornton above them?
Yeah, he did. And I was confused what his process was. And he pulls up like experience adjusted yards per team pass attempt. Like that's like the answer. I'm like, okay, sure. It's a metric that's probably been predictive, but I mean, I can't be the sole reason why you're fading a player. Like one metric? Are you kidding me?
Maybe go outside and meet a girl. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, I think we're going Fusu's so dramatic, Bryson said.
No cap though. I remember he was like beefing us, and then I messaged him. I'm like, bro, what's good? Like, what?
I asked the question very politely too, and he still got mad.
Well, dude, because I DM'd him, right? I'm like, bro, like he didn't even like question your process. He was just curious as to why you were low on Olave and Jahan. And I remember the DM I got back was, yeah, fuck off. That's all he said. Just, yeah, fuck off. And I'm like, okay, that's progressive. We really accomplished a lot.
Get to a couple more questions, then we'll hop off here.
Man. What a fucking goof.
Okay, so we got actually a couple reports. Julio Jones will play in week 4. Chris Godwin will play in week 4. So both of the guys are expected to play, but
give me the Lamster.
Yeah, give him the CD Lamster.
Oh yeah, gang. PPR, Kirk, Bateman, or Cooks, whether Philly is really worrying. I would still go with Christian Kirk there, Matt. Thoughts on Dontrell Hilliard this week? I think you already asked that. We got to it. That's why I think. What's up, boys? Jeff Wilson or Carter full PPR? Give me Jeff Wilson there, Kyle. Did Pro just say Tristan Ebner?
Yeah. We got another super chat here. Everett, Ingram, or Conklin. Give me Gerald Everett of those options.
I thought that said Evan Ingram or Conklin. Okay,
give me Gerald Everett there.
Dude, I thought he was saying like Evan Ingram or Tyler Conklin. No, but give me Gerald Everett there, chill. In terms of I thought that was the second question. Yeah, give me Everett.
Yeah.
Appreciate the super chat, by the way, chill.
Yeah, appreciate anybody who left super chats for us. Always definitely appreciate those. We got 5 minutes until kickoff. Let's get to like 2 or 3 more questions, and then I already set all my lineups, so I'm probably pretty good. But
I gotta set mine.
Double check.
Yeah, I definitely want to double check. I think I said it too, but I definitely want to double check. Youngway Koo or Tucker? Give me Tucker. I don't play with kickers, but give me Tucker. Bateman or Duvernay? Bateman easily there, Huncho. Start McKenzie or Jeff Wilson in my flex. Give me Jeff Wilson there, Cole. Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Jacobs are the same at the moment. Yeah, let's be real. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am. Jesus.
Nice. Little MJ shout out.
Billie Jean. Josh Jacobs or Josh Reynolds or Jerry Jeudy. Give me Jerry Jeudy there. Deontay, Aaron Jones, or Lockett at flex. Give me Deontay Johnson there. Sam the Man.
Keep going. I'm just gonna look over my lineups real quick.
What one? Reynolds, Robinson, Jones Jr., or McKenzie. Give me. I don't know what Robinson that is. You're gonna need to provide some clarity in some of these questions.
I think I would assume it's Allen Robinson because they're all receivers. So I'd go Allen Robinson if that is Allen Robinson. I would also go James Robinson for what it's worth if it's James Robinson.
What if it's DeMarcus Robinson?
I doubt that.
I'm joking, bro. Yeah.
Whatever Robinson that is who you go with.
Yeah, Josh Allen's going to be an absolute unit this week, Jordan. Tom is gone after this year. We fucking stink. Panthers are ass, and the Falcons are the Falcons. Yeah, that division is absolute piss.
but we're gonna get KJ Jefferson in the 3rd round, and he's gonna turn into the next Konami code Jalen Hurts quarterback because KJ Jefferson can ball. By the way,
Yeah.
Also,
He's
Jalen
mid.
Daniels kind of looks like he might be a 1st-round quarterback if he keeps playing the way that he's playing right
I thought he was 2024.
now. No, he's out. Well, I mean, he might come out in 2024, but he is actually draft eligible this year.
Fair. We are 12:57. So
yeah, we got one more super chat here from DJ Nothing. Yeah, F off. Metcalf for Hollywood DFS. I'll take Hollywood. I think some people. The other thing with DFS specifically, I think Metcalf is actually the better play because I think everybody's going to make the connection, the Justin Jefferson thing that happened last week. So I think his ownership will be absolutely nothing. So I'll take Metcalf from if you need to save ownership, I'll take Metcalf. But if you're going for pure projected points, I'd go Hollywood.
Is he saying F off to the Tristan Ebner stuff?
No, I think he's saying F off because of the Fusu thing.
Oh, don't kill me. All right. Well, it is 12:57. We are about. Why'd you say, oh, I got it, by the way? Why'd you say, oh, I got it in the chat?
Oh, because there's some people spamming and I just blocked them.
Got you. W. All right. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. 12:57. I just want to double check my lineups. Even though I know I set my lineups, dude, I swear there's always
we all get the panic that we didn't set our lineups properly.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So either way, I appreciate you guys for sticking around and
appreciate the loving the stash as well.
Big shout out from Ben. By the way, sorry for you guys of how unorganized the stream was today. It'll be much more organized on a week-to-week basis, but between the lag and between having a game on, hopefully you guys made do with it. But signing off.
KJ Jefferson, by the way, the reason I like him is because he can run, not necessarily because he's the most polished passer. Although he is, not bad as a passer as well. He's playing against Bama. Like, what do you expect from him?
You don't like him because he's good. You like him because he's athletic.
I like him because he looks like Justin Fields out there. Is what he kind of looks like to me.
Yeah, at this rate.
Not that Justin Fields is very good right now in the NFL, but the prospect Justin Fields kind of looks like KJ Jefferson, like a B+ version of that.
Real. All right, take it easy, y'all.